Brianna.
I'm Cindi Rang, and we are here in Amsterdam. So we normally do a Fabric Chat because we have the quilt shop in Washington State in the United States, and we usually do Fabric Chat on Wednesday mornings. We do box openings, we do lots of tutorials, and we have decided that during our quilting cruise, we are going to kind of keep in contact with everybody. So what happened is I came over 3 days early with another group of gals. You just arrived today.
Yeah.
You look really good for
It's
just arriving.
been rough.
It's a 9.5 hour flight. No.
It was almost a 10-hour flight. So we left Spokane at 9 o'clock Friday morning, went to Salt Lake City. We had enough time to use the potty before our next plane boarded. Mm-hmm. Like if our plane was 5 minutes more delayed, we would have missed it.
Oh.
Yeah, and I would not be here talking to you.
Oh.
And then we immediately boarded our 10-hour flight. So we were miserable.
You know, that happened to us too.
It was tight.
We were deboarding while our next flight was boarding.
Oh, see, we were taxiing in.
Oh,
where we were, because our
that was tight.
Yeah, our Salt Lake City to Amsterdam started boarding at 3:35. We did not land until 3:50.
Oh gosh,
it was super duper tight. Granted, we were going to be on this big old mega bus of a airplane, so I wasn't like super worried about it. The only thing I did not know is they didn't say, oh, and we're at, gate A3.
Right.
So I had no idea how long it was going to take us to get to A21. It's like, Robert, you better be ready.
Be ready to run.
Get my bags and go. But luckily we were just 20 gates, so it wasn't horrible.
Well, what's really nice is that we're all together now, which is really good. So there's a whole bunch of us, 42 of us that came early, and are meeting up with the other 20 tomorrow. And all of us are going to be on an 11-day cruise around the UK. So we're going to Dover and somewhere else. I don't know. I maybe Anna can put up the little, I don't know. Well, you'd think after all this time I would know exactly where we're going to be and what day. I have to look at it every single time.
We're hitting all the good spots.
We're hitting all the good spots. Coming up around Ireland and Scotland, and then coming back to Amsterdam before we fly home. So we've had a blast with the 42 people that are here with us now. You just met a few of them. And I have to mention to everybody that everybody was very surprised. Thought Brianna was much taller.
I was like,
and even
5'7".
look at it now. I know.
Granted, I'm on a couch, she's on a chair, but yeah, I thought I was like a super tall.
It must just be how we sit or what we do, because now I think I look taller.
Yeah. No, I'm 5'3" maybe.
And I
think
I'm
wearing the right shoes.
So we're technically
probably the same height. Yeah. It's my hair.
You just never whine about being short.
No, I really don't care.
No. And she holds herself with such confidence.
It's where my kids see
it's tall.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I have to fill you in on some things. We were kind of thinking that we would just do little short videos for you guys every day, but I don't know, I kind of needed to have my partner here. And so I have some footage for you, but I thought it might be best to kind of fill you in also. And then tomorrow I'm going to let you sleep first, because you really need to rest up. Because I
need a shower and a toothbrush.
Yes, because tomorrow I'm going to tell you all about the quilt show.
Ooh,
the largest quilt show in England. It has ruined me.
I heard you also ran into Karen Brown.
I did. I ran into all kinds of people.
Cool. Can't wait.
Ran into all kinds of people. I have all kinds of pictures, and
good.
Yeah, we had a fun time. So I have things for you, pictures. I'm going to show you what I bought. And anyway, so we're going to do that tomorrow. But today I thought I'd fill you on a couple of things. I have some notes because I just wanted to make it concise and quick. And
they get to see Highclere yet?
No, I'm going to tell you about Highclere. Oh my gosh.
I love myself a good castle.
So much information about that. And I took notes to make sure that I got it all right. But first I have to tell you about the food. Okay, so because we were on this whole quest, to figure out a lot of the stuff that they eat and the things that people have told me to eat. So
from your authors.
And our authors, right? So the authors that I read, they talk all the time about a sausage roll.
Right.
I did have a sausage roll. It is basically a sausage, it's a breakfast food. So
like a pigs in a blanket?
First of all, their sausage is so different from ours that you almost, to me, it has the texture of potted meat. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Very, very, and not even remotely greasy. So they put that and some cheese in like phyllo dough
Oh, okay.
and bake it. So that's what a sausage roll is. Super, super, super good. I think it's really good. But they have something else called a pasty or a pasty. They might call it a pasty. A pasty.
I think it's a pasty. Which means pastry.
Okay, a pasty.
Which is a pastry.
Pastry. Yeah. And so, or it also is called a Cornish pasty. That is really, really, really good. So that is like a meat pie.
Oh yeah, I've had those before.
It has, yeah. And so it has like, but it looks like a calzone.
Right.
And but what was really fun is that the real ones and the authentic ones had meat in one side and apple in the other. So you can have your dinner and then your dessert.
Oh.
Yeah,
So
I know. I'm thinking,
But they know we don't like the whole
No.
food touching
no,
thing.
because
I
we
need
need
my
that
breakfast,
center part.
and then I need my
Yeah.
dessert.
Yeah. So it would not be my thing, but I do think it's brilliant. It just would not be my thing. I would not eat that. But I appreciate it. I think it was super clever. Mushy peas,
Oh yeah, not interested.
they were good.
And in
They were
Amsterdam, one of their
good.
like winter top food things is like this split pea soup. Is what she was talking about.
Yeah.
It's like their top
And that's
thing.
kind of what mushy peas is.
So glad we're not
mushy
in the wintertime.
peas is thick, 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 thick. That's what I thought it tasted like. Was like split pea soup.
Peas. Gross.
It was
No, thank
I
you.
didn't even ask for it. It is the common side for your fish and chips. That's what you
Gross.
get. Mushy peas.
I'd rather have steamed vegetables.
I liked it. Oddly, I thought it was guacamole.
Ew!
I know. That's what I thought. Am I supposed to dip my fries in guacamole?
If that's the
I
texture.
heard that. So then imagine.
So then it's guacamole. That's like, oh Lord.
Thinking you're eating guacamole.
No.
I thought, okay, that was, you guys don't have this right. And it took me a long time to figure out, that's not what I'm eating. What am I
Do
eating?
they not have avocados here?
Well, they didn't serve me. It was mushy peas. And then once
Ew.
I understood what I was eating, and I really tasted it.
And you realized it was
but,
peas.
But I like peas. I like canned peas, fresh peas, peas off the vine, pea soup. It doesn't matter. I like peas.
True.
So
I'm a sugar snap pea girl, and that's it.
Yeah.
Nothing,
Love those.
No other varieties.
Okay, scone.
Oh yeah, always the best.
And she swears
like
that they call it a scone.
Well, I mean, if you have an accent. Yes.
Yeah, maybe.
I feel like most of their pastries here are fantastic.
They are.
If you get the right filling. Personally.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody could care what it is, but
Yeah.
I think they got that pastry thing down.
They do, but there's one thing that they do a little bit different. So the scone was really good and super good, but she said that the way that you eat it is you put strawberry jam,
Right.
not anything else,
Strawberry
jam, and clotted cream. And I thought, oh, clotted cream, that doesn't quite sound right. And she said, no, it's really good. And I thought, well, I guess I'll try it because that's what you say, you know. So I broke it up and I put my strawberry jam, my clotted cream on that. It was really, really good.
Clotted cream is.
I see. I don't
but
feel
we
like I've
can't-
ever had clotted cream.
We can't get the right stuff in the United
See,
States.
and I keep thinking too, I was tasting it and I thought, it's not what I thought it was, because she talked about this whole thing about how you make it, but I feel like I've accidentally made that a couple times. Really?
I mean, this.
Try, I'm serious. Trying to make whipped cream and you didn't separate it right and you have like mixture of homemade
Yeah.
whipped butter and homemade cream. That's what it
That's
was.
pretty much, yeah.
I think I can make it. Unless I try to, and then I won't. But I think if I accidentally...
You've accidentally made clotted
I
cream.
have accidentally made it multiple times. As soon as I taste it, it's like, oh, I've made this before.
Been there, done that.
Been there, done that, and now I know what to do with it. So, super fantastic. Super, super good. Okay, something that's not good, and I'm sorry, Elizabeth, but was something called, let me get it right, Marmite.
Marmite.
Oh,
Is it a
Lord.
sister to Vegemite?
So bad. You apparently put it on your toast, and
As
it
is Vegemite.
is, can't even remember what's in it. Bran of some sort, wheat of some sort, celery, and then yeast.
Ooh.
And it tastes like
It's a
lump-
paste?
Yeah, you find it where your breakfast stuff is. It almost looks like it's a little pat of it's in a little container like butter or peanut butter.
Interesting.
Yeah, super bad. It tasted like really, really, really salty molasses.
I don't know if I've ever heard
Only
of
not
it.
as good as that. really,
the
really
sounds.
salty molasses would be better than Marmite. I could not get that taste out of my mouth after I tasted it. Don't. Well, maybe just to say
Experience.
that. Yeah, yeah. And then the other thing that I think is really interesting is I had kind of a little bit of tummy trouble because I don't do well in the whole van ride stuff. I do really bad.
I've told Robert, I'm now, the older I get, the worse
Yeah.
traveler I am.
Yeah.
I get the entire flight here, I was nauseated the entire time.
Yeah.
It was so
And then you don't feel well for a while
No.
after you get done, and then you get grumpy. And I mean,
Now
I
it's
should speak for
ready for sleep.
Well, I always feel like 7-Up makes me feel better.
Yeah.
They don't have 7-Up here.
No. They have
Do
Sprite
you know
though.
what they call it? No, they don't.
Someone was selling Sprite.
And no.
Hmm.
Well, all I know
You can find.
is you have to order something called lemonade.
And they're eliminated sparkling.
Their lemonade is our 7-Up.
Oh.
That's why when Elizabeth comes over, she orders American lemonade because they don't have anything like that here.
Oh, that is why. I remember her telling us that.
Yeah.
It's like American lemonade is the best thing ever.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
So their lemonade is our 7-Up.
They also, because at lunch, one of the gals on our table had sparkling Lipton iced tea. It was really good.
Sparkling.
In a cute little glass bottle.
They have a lot of there's something called appetizer that's really, really good too. But yeah, there's some interesting drinks, interesting beverages that are really good. Okay, now this is gonna blow your mind. So we were done, I think it was the night of the quilt show, maybe, I'm not sure what happened, but Pa and I came home and we were looking for dinner, and there is a theater there, and we thought, well, for dessert, instead of ice cream, let's get some
Movie style popcorn.
movie style popcorn.
Best thing ever.
Best thing ever. So we
Yeah.
go in there and we say, hey, we just want to order some popcorn. Yeah, sure, of course. What size would you like? And I said, well, we'll get a medium, extra butter. And he goes, oh, no. Oh, no. We don't put butter on our popcorn.
What
I
is
said-
popcorn? What? What is your popcorn?
What do you mean you don't put butter on your popcorn?
No,
He said,
wrong question. What is your popcorn?
I did say that. I said, how do you
I
make
said
it?
popcorn
He says, well, we
kernels?
make it 2 ways. We make it with salt or we make it with sugar. And I said, oh, well,
Salt but no butter?
that's what I said.
American wingman.
I said, let me taste
More
it.
butter, more butter.
And so he let me taste. Right, more butter, more better. That's exactly. That's the brand motto.
My kids know it.
Well, I tasted the sugary stuff and I thought, oh,
Is it like kettle corn?
yeah,
Sugary? Okay.
yeah,
Kettle corn's pretty good.
yeah,
But I like the kettle corn we get from like the fair. Like it is legit.
legit, yeah,
It's all sugar. It's
yeah.
not really
So no,
popcorn.
we just got salted because
Cool.
now we were like ready for it. So I said,
Look
so
how
I asked
healthy
Pa,
these
and
people
I
are.
know. So I said, well, which one do you want? He goes, well, let's just get salted. So we got it, and you know, I think that the poor young man who was helping
Had no idea
could
what was
tell
wrong
I
with
was
you guys.
very disappointed, and he said, well, maybe. Oh no, I think I started, and I said, well, maybe if you ever make it. No, he said it. He said, if I ever make it over to America, I plan on trying your popcorn. And I said, what do you mean make it to America? You just gotta melt some butter and pour the butter on there. And he goes, oh no. Yes, do it. It is way better. We ate it anyway, but
Well, next time we need to
they're
bring
missing out.
bring those little mini apartment style popcorn packets. Like no,
Yes.
just hand them out.
Yes,
With a little Mrs.
eat
Carr on
this.
it.
way better. So far, those
Honey.
have been like our big things. And then every breakfast we've had 4 breakfasts here now.
Okay, so
Everyone's
is your-
exactly the same?
Is your butter different? Do you have butter to smear on a piece of toast?
Oh,
Does
but
butter
you know,
taste
I haven't
different?
had butter yet. But oddly, I haven't eaten the butter yet. But oddly, their eggs. I think I have a picture for you guys because their eggs taste different to me. Of course, I usually have the fresh, from your hens.
Yeah.
But they taste, and every single egg I've had has looked exactly like the picture. It just is this perfect circle, half-cooked yolk. I don't know how they do it.
Huh.
They don't flip it.
Right.
So I don't know how they cook it, but they cook it different. And it's basically a can of pork and beans. I mean, I don't think that's what they call it, but that's what it is. I mean,
That's an English breakfast.
beans.
Yeah.
And then their bacon is, of course, different.
Yep.
Everybody knows that they have Canadian, we call Canadian bacon,
That's
not bacon
what
bacon.
it is. Yeah.
And I think they call it, oh, you mean American bacon.
Yeah.
So, and then their sausages, again, I have to say, their sausages beat
Really good.
any of our sausages. Yeah. So sausage, Canadian bacon, egg, beans.
Yeah.
And then you can also get kind of a little, they don't do hash browns, they do the little hash brown things, wedges.
Wedges, yeah. But that's an English breakfast is the pork and beans.
Yeah.
eggs.
I mean, it's fine. It's been good. It's been good. I mean, the food has been really good. I wouldn't say that I've been disappointed by the food.
Yeah, we only had lunch and it was fantastic.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Because at lunch
brewery.
we had mustard soup.
So good.
Super good. There was a
I've
whole
got the
debate
recipe.
about whether or not it was going to be mustard seeds, which is what I thought, or mustard greens, which we were hoping not.
It was mustard seed.
And it was good.
It was good. It smelled more mustard than tasted more mustard. Everyone was worried it was going to be like, yellow French's mustard. It was like, and heated up. It's like, oh, it better not be.
No.
And it's like a classic thing. I mean, I just Googled mustard soup Amsterdam, and it like a whole bunch from popped up. It's like a total thing.
Yeah. It has leeks in
really,
it.
really good.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah.
And I could see making
And
it
I
a little
love-
bit thicker and putting it on something.
Yeah, like making it like a
a
gravy
holiday
base.
sauce kind
It's
of
like,
thing. Yeah.
because I'm a huge brown mustard fan. This was like right up my alley.
And mustard is a natural anti-inflammatory, so it's lovely.
Oh, probably a good appropriate thing for me to take out.
Yes. Yeah, it was.
So, yeah.
It was really good. Yeah, the food is really good.
Mustard soup is on my.
And there's a couple
tomato
people
list.
at our table that said, "Oh, I'm not having that. I'm having tomato." And I said, "No, you're here. Eat.
That's
eat
exactly why. I
different stuff. If you don't like it, oh well. But at least you can say, when I was in Amsterdam, I ate this. When I was in Ireland, I ate this. So I will always go for the.
I think Cloudview needs to put mustard soup on their menu.
I agree.
I think it's
Yeah.
eccentric. I mean, same thought we're gonna have. Everyone's like,
Yeah.
"What do you mean mustard?"
Yeah.
And
I think they should.
I think it'd
I
go
think they
pair
will.
well. They should.
I think they will.
Yeah, we're gonna
We'll
put
tell
we're gonna put it in this.
Yeah.
I feel like it should also with mustard seed. I mean, we do mustard seed in my backyard.
Yeah. It'd be easy to make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, big fan of mustard soup.
Yes, it was really, really good. The other thing that I'm looking forward to ordering at some point is Bubble and Squeak.
I don't know.
Well, it's cabbage. I think. See, I could have it wrong. Because I love cabbage in any way. I will eat fried cabbage, raw cabbage,
Right.
salads, put
Cabbage is
anything.
just- yeah.
Cabbage is real. And I think that Bubble and Squeak is their fried cabbage. And I think they call it that because of it gets all crusty, bubbly. And I think maybe they even put cheese on it or something. So I'm uncertain, but everybody says, oh, if you love cabbage, you'll love Bubble and Squeak. So who knows? They thought I was going to like Marmite too, and that was nasty. So anyway, but what I want to share with you is just, I won't keep very much of your time, but I want to tell you guys about Highclere Castle. So first you have to know that we are humongous Downton Abbey fans, and so that was why we could have went to Stonehenge, and we picked Highclere Castle. It was really, really, really good. Really interesting. I'm super glad that I went and that we did the whole thing, the Cotswolds and all of it. And so, and we have some pictures for you guys. But so Downton Abbey, I think, was first aired in 2010. I think we started watching it in 2016, 2017, and when we were able to kind of binge watch it. And of course, if you're not familiar with it, it's the Crawley family, and it follows everything that happens to this family from the sinking of the Titanic to, I think it ends in like 1926 or something, but it goes through World War I, and I think it's quite historically accurate, and they feel so too, in terms of the way that it all works with lords and ladies, and how it works that you get this section of land, and you're supposed to take care of it, and you're supposed to, raise pigs and grain and all of this stuff. So anyway, it's really, really interesting, and it's not just the lives of the lord and the lady, the earl that lives there and his family, but it's also all of the servants and how all of that worked and how they were paid, and anyway, super, super interesting. I've always liked this series. I've always liked that kind of historical reference stuff. Well, what was really nice is that, so we went to Highclere, and I have some pictures of it, but it is way bigger than you think. Way bigger. And I think that's probably true of a lot of things in life that, except for you, you're short.
I'm shorter in life, yeah.
But it's super, super humongous. And what's really interesting is that the Abbey, I have some notes here because I wanted to make sure and get it right. Hold on here. I'm going to have to put my glasses on. All right. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see. So the abbey, it was built originally in 749, the original abbey.
Oh, wow.
749, and it was operated by the bishops of Winchester. Isn't that kind of fun? And then in the late 1300s, Bishop William of Wykeham, maybe I got that spelled wrong, he added on kind of they considered it a small palace because it was really supposed to be a residence. So he spent all of this money to add on to it. And then what happened in 1551 during the Protestant, what did they call it? The Protestant Reformation. And that was, I think, when King Edward, he wanted a divorce, but the Catholic Church wouldn't give him a divorce. So he basically abolished the Catholic Church and he took everything.
Right.
So, he, they didn't call it taking. They did. They called it confiscated. He confiscated the property, and then he gave that castle to the Fitzwilliam family. And Henry Herbert was the first Earl of Carnarvon. Carnarvon,
yeah.
I'm probably not saying
that's
it
what
right.
you wrote, anyways.
I know that that's the right spelling because that's him. Carnarvon.
Oh, that's cool.
Carnarvon. I don't know how to say it. But anyway, so it's been in his family, and I think now at present day we're on the 9th Earl of Carnarvon.
Oh.
And he is 68 years old. His name is also Henry Herbert, but I think it's like Henry Reginald Herbert, and his wife's name is Fiona. They do live there, but they don't live there all the time. They have
That's what I was surprised by when Jenna
so
was
they'll
telling
come
me
in.
that it's actually still a private residence.
Yeah, and
crazy.
so this is why this is all important, is because you can't take pictures on the inside.
Which
No
makes sense
pictures
for
at all.
private.
It's their private home. They have private pictures all around. They have pictures of everything. It's really interesting because they also have some pictures, some kind of fun postery things of, oh, this is where this scene happens, and this is Edith's bedroom, and this is, somebody else's bedroom, but then it also has all of their pictures and news clippings, and it's really, really interesting. And going through it, there's I think there's 200 bedrooms, over 300 rooms total. It's absolutely humongous, really, really interesting. And the only thing that's not authentic to the show or whatever, I mean, all of this stuff, it's the same furniture. Those tapestries on the wall, I think, were from the 1500s, and they are leather Spanish tapestries.
Wow.
And then they have some embroideries in the music room that are from the 1300s. They're the same ones that are in the show. When you see all of that artwork and that stuff and those wall coverings, that's what's in that castle. I mean, it's amazing that they don't lift it up or put it away or do anything. And the rugs, some of those rugs are 800 years old.
Wow.
It's just amazing, just amazing. And in fact, there's one other point that's kind of interesting. There's one spot, and again, you couldn't take any pictures of it, but in the smoking room, there's this couch, big stuffed, overstuffed leather couch, but worn.
Sure.
I mean, worn on the corners. And I looked at that, thought, wow, well, this is a castle. And I thought, no, that makes sense to me. That, that's just the way that it was. We bought this, we bought high quality, and why be a throwaway society?
Right.
So they have this super, super comfy couch that is super worn out on the edges. And even some of the bedspreads, you could tell that those were several hundred years old.
Wow.
And
That's cool, though.
there were some threadbare kind of spots, but I thought that's exactly right.
That's
Why
sturdy.
replace that? Why replace that with something from, I don't know. Anyway, so it was really interesting. And then something else, and I had never put this together before, but do you know who funded the discovery of King Tut? You probably do, because I picked up that book right now.
Well, I mean,
The 5th Earl of Highclere.
I did not know.
Of Cameron.
No.
So what
Well, that's
happened
cool. I had no idea.
is this guy, the 5th Earl, in fact, I wrote the
Henry.
dates down. Henry. They were all named Henry. He was his name actually was George. George Edward Herbert. He was born in 1866. He was the 5th Earl there at the castle. And he was a British Egyptologist, and he funded and found the tomb of King Tut.
I had no idea.
He went back and forth to Cairo all the time, back and forth to find it. They had to take a little break during the war, but they opened the Tomb of Kings on February 16th, 1923. So And I don't know that I quite understood. I did buy the book, so I want to read it. So I don't know that I quite understood. And maybe you can get it somewhere else. I bought it there at the castle, but it has, look at all the pictures that are in it.
Oh, wow.
And they have this whole huge...
Some you have probably haven't even seen on any documentaries or anything.
And the entire basement is all, it's mixed with, there are authentic artifacts and then there are replicas, you know, for the other things.
Sure.
And I think there was some discussion, this is what I didn't quite understand, is who does that really own? Who does that really belong to?
Yeah.
Because obviously it's Egypt's history, so it does make sense that it belongs to Egypt, but he paid for all of it to find it, and I'm not sure how that all went, but what I do know is much of it is in his basement, and the stuff that he doesn't have, he has replicas.
And you guys got to see it?
Yes, yeah, that's part of the, you pay extra to see that, but you go through it. The entire basement has all of this stuff down there.
Wow.
Really
I
interesting.
had no idea.
Well, let me tell you the rest of the story. Okay, so he was only, how old was he? He was like 60 years old, 50, 52, I think. And so they opened the Tomb of Kings on February 16th, 1923.
Mm-hmm.
He visited that next day. He showed up. It's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe, you know, what we found. That day, he got bit by some sort of a bug that was in that tomb.
Oh.
6 weeks later, he died.
No way.
Yes. Yes. He had some sort of some sort of horrifying infection, and he never recovered from it.
Dang.
He died. So he wasn't there. It was a year later. Let's see, I have the dates here. Yeah, they found King Tut's sarcophagus on January 3rd, 1924.
Oh, I didn't get to see it.
No, he died in April of
Gives me chills.
I know.
That's
I know.
crazy.
And that's the other part that I want to read, because a lot of like key people died when they opened it, and oh no, it was all natural. I mean, it was bug that bit you, but
how's a bug still alive?
And why would a bug bite kill you? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying it was, you know, super interesting. But anyway, it's just interesting that there's kind of that there's that association.
And Fiona,
I had no idea.
And Fiona is what?
Fiona put this book together. But Fiona is the 8th. I think earlier I said the 8th, but we are currently on the, I think currently I said the 9th, but we are currently on the 8th Earl of Cameron.
Yes.
Carnarvon. Lord, I can't get that. And Fiona is his wife, the 8th Earl.
Oh.
So she's the lady, the Duchess.
Sure. So she's, of course, just putting all that history into a book.
She's compiled the book. Because that was the other interesting thing that the tour guide had explained, was that, you have to figure out ways to pay for yourself.
Oh, of course.
And in today's rates, it costs over $1 million a year to manage that castle, to pay for the power, the staff that manages the grounds, that takes care of everything, and how are you going to pay for that?
Right.
So maybe you're raising enough pigs, and maybe you're raising enough hay, but not that much. And so she got money, or they got money, and the amount of money that they made from Downton Abbey, it was never disclosed, but they think that it was, the estimates are $5,000 per day of filming while they were filming in there, and that they also are probably getting some royalties. But the big thing is that when we were there, hundreds of people.
Well, because of how popular the show is.
£22. Right. Mm-hmm. And it's been off the air for a long time. They're planning another movie coming out, but it's pretty popular, and £22 per day. And so that's the other thing, is that the two things that are not authentic, according to the show, they're authentic, but you didn't see the real thing in the show, was the 3rd floor, which was the servants' quarters. Mm-hmm. They had that offset. And then the other thing was the kitchen. What was her name? What was the cook's name?
I haven't watched it in so long.
Anyway, her kitchen, that was a set that was created somewhere else.
But it probably still has, they have an updated kitchen now?
No, they totally updated the kitchen. They updated the kitchen because, and what she said is, we have to feed all these people that come to visit.
Yeah.
And so they have to have a chef's kitchen, a commercial kitchen, because they make all of these scones and sandwiches, and they have all these little spots where you can do soup and you have tea. And
oh, they
so
have like a little cafe out there.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's where I had like a really good scone.
Oh.
Yeah, and so you can eat there, and you can have events there. So they do things to raise money.
Huh.
So they've apparently tripled their worth with all of this, and so
good for them.
Yeah, I think
That's
it's really
cool.
good. But all of the other artifacts, everything else is still there. But anyway, the other really interesting thing about it is the gardens.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of funny because I think I have a picture of. So we walked out of the castle. And the funny thing is that there's a date on the front door of the castle, and I think it says 1842. That was when it was remodeled. It took them because it was built, 749,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm already gonna forget the dates, and then
Wait.
remodeled in the 1300s.
Where they added on the quote unquote palace.
and then the 1300s, and then they remodeled it in the 1800s, and they finished it 1842, and they've not done anything to it other than some repair and modernization since then. So that's why if you noticed in that picture that's the date over the front door, that's what that date means, and it was just the end of the remodel. But they have these gardens. So the funny thing is you walk out and it's just this rolling green hills, and you think, well, where the heck are the gardens? And so you walk around, there's a couple of things there's potted plants, and I thought, well, my gardens are more than this. It's kind of weird. And so I asked somebody, I said, well, where are the gardens? And they go, oh, well, you have to walk. And which garden do you want to go to? There's the original monk's garden from the 13th century. Yes. There's the secret garden, and the secret garden, the movie was filmed there.
Oh, cool.
I know. There's the Woods of Goodwill. There's the Rose Arbor Garden, the Wildflower Meadow, and the Healing Herb Garden.
So your 22 pounds, is that all day? Can you wander
all day.
down Abbey Castle and grounds all day, or are you like
all
3
day.
hours? Oh,
No,
good
all
stuff.
day. Yeah, so you can wander because the gardens alone take.
Yeah.
We were kind of unfortunately ready to go. We knew what time we had to be back at the bus, but it's quite a walk.
Sure.
So you walk down and you walk around, and I have a bunch of pictures of it, but it's absolutely stunning, really beautiful. And there was a lot of groundskeepers, people that were out there working on it, and it was really, really nice. I can't tell you what part was my favorite part, but at the time I thought, oh, this is my favorite part. Then, well, no, I don't know. I really liked seeing it, but it was really fun. And then after we did that, we went to Bampton, and Bampton is the town where they filmed when they said, oh, they were going to town to Downton or whatever they called it. That was where they filmed that. And there's a church there called St. Mary's, and St. Mary's also was built in like the 8th century. And they have tombstones there that are still kind of like teetering. That's cool. Are
I love
over 400 years old. You can't read them.
Yeah, no.
The only ones we could kind of read, we found a couple that were like from 1852, and we could kind of make out, and everybody's name was William. Yeah. But the rest of them, you couldn't hardly read them. And then we walked around, and it's part of, there's an area in England called the Cotswolds, and it's this area that is very historic now, and it's all made out of this same kind of honey-colored brick. They call it Cotswold stone, and it's beautiful. They all have thatched roofs or slate roofs, and they are so close to the road because, of course, when they were built,
I'm sure
it was
maybe
different. A horse path, maybe, I don't know, but now
wagon width.
Yeah. And anyway, and this is one of those towns that was like that, and a lot of them. So we went there, walked around, took a bunch of pictures. I think irritated every single person that lives in that, because imagine we're walking around taking pictures, and they're out there going, I was just trying to weed.
Leave me alone.
Hauling in my groceries, and I think it's got to be irritating, but it was just beautiful, just absolutely beautiful, and so interesting. And then driving up through the Cotswolds on our way up to Birmingham. Tons of little towns that were just like that. Lots and lots of that. There's a whole area. And I don't know, I think I got a good enough picture of it, but it's all farmland out there. And they still have these hedgerows.
I love the hedgerows.
Oh my God.
I think they're so cool.
And
they don't get
those
enough
hedgerows. No, and those hedgerows have been there, she said, over 400 years, and you can't take them down. They are now historical. So you feel like you want to run that tractor and make it great? No. You cannot remove the hedgerows. They're part of the historical
I've never just used
preservation.
it. Why remake something that's already working for you? Yeah. But it makes sense.
Well, if you have a tractor and you really want to cultivate everything at the same time. But yeah. Anyway, so I have a bunch of pictures, and hopefully Anna can put those in, and we'll let you see them, and I'll give you my phone. But anyway, it is so beautiful and so unique, and there's just something about so much history and things that are so old. I really like seeing that. We talk a lot about the fact that we live in a state that's barely 100 years old.
Yeah, she was talking about the roadways and you know how the roads were so narrow, and all of a sudden there's just a house here and a street this way, and it's like it makes sense. You know, us little Washington who are babies, we learn from everybody else. You know, you think about Maine and Vermont, those places that were settlements where you do have weird things, and now they're building more freeways that are totally outnumbered and don't make any sense because they're out of room. Right. Whereas where we're here, we were able to make it, you know.
We do it that way. Gridded. We put in the roads first. Think about every single development that we have. You're not just going to put a house out there somewhere.
Roads first.
You put your roads in first. Everything is nice, and everything is, you know, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, A, B, C, D, E, F. I mean, it all makes perfect sense. And there's none of that.
Us little babies
here at all. Yeah.
Another corner of the world.
Yeah. And it was funny, even flying in, you see the
scatters.
You know, there isn't any lines anywhere.
That's the most thing I was noticing while we were just driving around in Amsterdam. Even though all of this was happening in England, you know, they flew over and met us here to get on the ship. I feel like it's the same way in Amsterdam. All of a sudden you're just veered, and there's a whole little island with a whole new whatever. And I have no idea how you know where you're going. Not a clue.
Yeah. Way more exciting. Super exciting. All right. Okay, well, I'm going to let you get some sleep since today was your travel day. I just thought it was real important to touch base, tell you guys what happened, and then tomorrow, because I feel like we need some extra time, but tomorrow
will be good because we're also going to hit up some quilt shops.
Oh yeah, so we'll add
quilt shops and quilt show. It'll be a good chat.
Yeah. I have good pictures.
Awesome.
And I'll show you what I bought.
Cool.
All right.
I'm excited.
All right, you guys. Okay. Thanks for hanging out.
Bye.
Okay, we are here at Highclere Castle, which is where they have filmed the Downton Abbey series. What we found out is that we cannot take pictures inside the castle. So it'll all be a secret as to what's in there. But it's way bigger than what you think. So anyway, way bigger. But we'll try to get some outside pictures, but we can't take any pictures inside. All over you can buy, there's sandwiches in there, cocktails there. That little spot right there is scones and coffee and tea. And then there's another one that was inside that all of us went to. The gift shop is back in the other back part. You can see all of this here, and then of course the castle's still all up here. We'll go get some more pictures of that. This part right here is the oldest part of the castle, the original part that was built in the, like 740s or something. Long time ago, 1300 years ago. And then they continued to build that, and they said it was last remodeled in the 1800s. So, but that is the original castle. Been here a long time. Okay, these are the gardens at Downton Abbey. Lilies, hostas, daisies. Some things I'm fairly familiar with, and some I am not. And there's little archways into other really pretty paths, lots of birds. I don't have any idea what this thing is, or what the flower might have looked like. Ooh, smell the dill. Gosh, look at those hydrangeas. The secret garden.
Gardens over here.
Secret garden.
With those gates. There's 2 gates you go through.
That makes it secret.
Yeah.
Sunflowers.
It's like a lilac.
It's not a lilac. It's more like a wisteria. Oh, allium. Snapdragons. Ajuga. Secret garden. Go ahead, you're okay.
One thing you do get around here, wisteria. This is this beautiful wisteria that climbs all over the buildings, and it gives it that sort of more country cottagey look.
And then this is an example of a thatched roof. Isn't that amazing? She said it's a 7-year apprenticeship to learn how to do this. And all of the building codes here, they require that they stay period specific. So there might be some new construction here, but everything still looks old. Oh, there's one that you can read. Right there. There's cemetery. And a church.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. No, that's okay. Go ahead.
Cemetery because they wouldn't take care of it. So I turned the whole thing into a museum and everything. And then it turns into a museum.
There's one with writing on it. I mean, that you can kind of read.
Memory of Mary, the wife of William.
Royal flush.
But that's not the game we're playing.
What are we playing?
Go fish.
Oh, okay. Do you have a queen?
No. You have to go fish now.
Oh, I have to fish?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you have a king?
No. Let's see. What about a full house?
It's not the game we're playing. Do you have a royal family?
No, those aren't the cards I'm holding. Not the hand I was dealt. Let's see. Well, what else is there? If a jack.
I have a jack.
Woohoo! Okay. Oh, all right. So now.
Then you get to match it and put it aside.
Oh, but I don't have a jack. I just made it. I told you I don't know how to play cards. I can't even handle fish.
I guess we'll go back to cutting fabric orders.
Okay, sounds good. All right. Thanks.
Thank you for watching our video. We invite you to leave a comment, hit the like button, or better yet, subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode. You can also visit our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or Pinterest pages, or find all of those things and our online store at fabricpatch.net.